Leading business news, there's a 50% chance that South Africa's credit rating will be downgraded in December. That's a word from Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan. He was the keynote speaker at the Business Day Financial Mail Investment Summit in Sandton earlier today.
The Finance Minister is optimistic that the country is on the right path. He assured business leaders that the economy is not in recession territory. This is despite the low growth environment and the need for government to maintain fiscal discipline.
As we prepare for the medium-term budget policy statement, we will attempt to stick to the deficit numbers and the debt numbers that we had outlined in February. Secondly, we need to ensure that we protect services that we offer as part of the South African social wage to South Africans who are not in employment, who find themselves in poverty, and we still have too many people in poverty in South Africa. So something extraordinary still needs to be done to lift people out of poverty. And that means that all of us need to think about the different forms in which we think through investment processes as well, that on the one hand give you the returns that you require, but on the other hand ensures that there's social returns out of this process as well. The third is to continue to build confidence both amongst labor and business partners, because we all know that consumer confidence and confidence more generally is absolutely crucial for investment on the one hand and for increased economic activity on the other hand. And from the government side, we want to do as much as possible to remove areas of policy uncertainty, to increase certainty around the regulatory requirements. And there's some interesting initiatives that will unfold later in the year around, say, Invest South Africa.
People in government have much longer term horizons than investors and people who are wanting to contribute to economic growth. There are two types of investors, they're short-term and long-term investors. The long-term investors need certainty, right? They need an economic plan, they need a vision for what the South African country is going to do. I mainly deal with the portfolio flow investors who are coming to pick up some returns from our bond markets or from our equity markets, and they certainly are the ones that have a short-term horizon of a year to 2 years. And unfortunately, anything that government is saying is not impacting or giving us guidance in that kind of time frame. So there's a lot of uncertainty, there's a lot of concern from foreign investors about emerging markets in general.
South Africa is due for its next ratings review in December after its outlook was downgraded in June. Diabo Seto, SABC News, Johannesburg.